Good day, crypto world. It's 2:43 p.m. October 22nd, Monday, Eastern Standard Time. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Oh, okay. Today I seen a couple of fake trades in here. I have them recorded where they used approximately 133 plus 20, 153 Bitcoin to manipulate this market. This market is roughly $20 million in 24-hour volume, going by the price of Bitcoin, current price. So you got to take off 20% of that because, well, maybe it could be possibly more. But 20% of the volume on Coinbase Pro is from Coinbase proper. So that make it down to 16 million of actual client volume. So what I'm able to detect on the bottom, it's been as high as 153 coin, sometimes actually higher. And what I was seeing is that whoever's manipulating the price of Bitcoin on Coinbase Pro has approximately 10% of the volume on Coinbase Pro. Now, I'm not saying anything that should be taken out of the context, but doesn't Coinbase trade on their own platform, Coinbase Pro, and have 20% of the volume? And I see 10% of the volume put at the lowest price possible, used to manipulate it. I'm just saying there could be a tie there. There's something funny going on here. 10% of the volume would roughly be about $1.5 million. That's not a lot of money. Now, you go over to this market, take $1.5 million, throw it on this market and try to manipulate it. It's over $100 million. This the 100 million Coinbase would never even get close to this. This is 100 million. So 1% of the volume. You're talking right now, if Coinbase Manipulator was supposed to come in and try to manipulate Binance, he would bring his 1.5 million over here and put it in this market. There's no way he'd be able to manipulate this market. This is why they don't like Tether. And this is why everybody's going to Tether. If you stay on the fiat exchanges, 10% of the volume is being used to manipulate the market. This has no volume anymore. This is only $16 million volume a day, 24 hours. This is over $100 million in 24 hours. $1.5 million moves this market up and down. $1.5 million is spitting in the ocean on Binance. This is why this one's manipulated. This is why this one is not. Look at that huge sell wall on the bottom. Do the math. 124 times 640. The average trade in here is 1 Bitcoin. This is a fake trade. It's part of this. So what are we seeing now? Look. He's trying to manipulate this market down. He's been as high as 133 coin today. He's using about $1 million to manipulate this market. That's his trade and that's his trade. Now he got it down past 398, so now he's getting excited. He thinks he's getting someplace. You see what he just did, right? He clicked that off and put it at the newest price, the new lowest price possible to continue to manipulate the price down. He's getting excited. He got it down to 394. So you know the manipulation is going on strong here. You go over here, This is a $14 million 24-hour volume. 59 coin is at the lowest price possible. This is 100 million. I would expect that trade to be on this exchange, but it's not because nobody's allowed to manipulate over here. A $14 million exchange versus over $100 million exchange. You're telling me that they can't sell this coin over here very easily just by opening an account and doing the transfer? Instead, they keep it on this low volume exchange because they're trying to sell 133 coin, and when they can come over here and probably sell those coins in a couple hours. Both those trades are fake. They'll say, but those are real trades. In the sense that they're on the exchange, isn't the context I'm using to say real and unreal. These are trades that are put up for sale that are never sold. You see them come on and off. You see the price go down on and off. Yet you look, you never see a trade for 53 coin or 84 coin be bought. At 14 million, you're talking somebody's going to cough up $1 million to buy all that coin on this exchange. These guys are professional lawyers. Everybody needs to abandon this Coinbase Pro. Look at this, 134 coin again. Didn't I tell you 133? Now it's back. So he's using $1 million to manipulate this market. Why? Because he can, because of the low volume. And the idiots at Coinbase don't have them on the platform. They don't make no fees. Because when he scalps you or he goes stop loss hunting and scalps you, you who got scalped have to pay Coinbase a fee. But that's the best part. You want to talk about a slap in the face? They got this manipulator going around stop loss hunting. You're trying to protect yourself. This guy victimizes you. You lose 3 to 10% of your money every time he does a stop loss hunting on the condition you set your stop loss. Then on top of that, Coinbase turns around and says, well, all your coin was sold at the stop loss. You want to give us your fee? Because the manipulator actually went in there and dumped down the price to trigger your stop loss. So now you're going to actually have to pay us for him triggering your stop loss so he can get 10% of your money. Or 5%, whatever you put your stop loss at. You got to pay a fee on top of this guy taking 3 to 10% of your money. Talk about it, another slap in the face. That's a slap in the face, and then you get a kick in the ass. The guy stop losses you. Your coin is gone, and your cash is lower than it was before because the manipulator's got your coin. Then the price goes up. He's got your coin, and then he's got your cash. He sells it back at a higher price. And then Coinbase turns around and says, you got to pay a fee on that stop loss. You got to pay a fee for the manipulator taking your coin and your cash to us. Aren't we helpful? Aren't we great? Let me post this one up.